Premo ato Ghana de she munyina ha mwakwaba. Ediba DLFM 106.9. Ebana so se agye nsem kase boy nsa so awie ne tena se. Ne ade mu nsem nyina eba ebesomo. Me ka o sense de aboaboa no. Se agye nsem kase boy ne akuche ne nyina. Akuya be for tenta kase no so. DLFM online.com. Kase boy no so NM DLFM. Yen app no ena bio tune app no. Wode ane se obekọ aya Google Play. Wode download wi ane wa search DLFM 106.9 kase mondam so a. Ubenya bi ne watimi etie ediamayen. Afensu DLFM ye Facebook no aya adwuma. YouTube ne TikTok ne nyina da aye DLFM 106.9. Kase mondam so a humfoni ne videos nyina nam so obenya bi na watimi ahwe ediamayen. Wadwen kyere so ebeji nyina kenkan e Facebook no so de amawo. Emre sem. Awia yi ensem titira ebedi kase wo makotini bi ene se bakopie mum awo eye kolebu abanya sabia no penipo no na oye acting chief executive officer edi makolebu abanya sabia Dr. Frank Owusu Sechere aka sade kokobo edi amakrofo mo badi gbowuram awa ya sabia honom ebe se sa omne madi dwane koro kirem se mohwe mu ye free se omochewa waso ebe hye pa.
Special prosecutor Abekasa Musa was some bomode anom de hye pa emuye dem pa ebegu akwam sane ebe ya kata hye ne proye ombetimi asi anokwan.
Sanso na make so penny pounds wa ben pam. Ewo huma suam ne de Sammy Adwoa agase kirem se. O manga na yatim sese de hu behia pa se. Amanwasema de wura adusuam no yenyin frim. Ente sa de huma sua no ebeka agi pa wo manyim.
Dom kumo amwa shebedwafie edin sama beto mampani John Dramani Mahama anim e kire se yellow shed na was the timetable ebetudwa
ebetodwa so wura bia wanya mfihia no mako aduasansia obo wura mu e wo shraj adwuma ye koni mpanifo nchen e ba modi kwawia obi fu mekese no akwageta mpanifo ahye so nkoda afiase no nya adwumaden amfa ntwato.
Isaac Adongo edin sama betuja chesa yene wanwa ye pa so manga na ye nyo obia entimi amfa ne sa finance minister ese ye Ken Ofowi ata
e ba ko pie mu sentiment na de shamo man so tontokrom amade akom ho abom ahyase e ma bupo bia kwaye owu afidie no wono manka se egu so mu siesie na bo na kwa ho de hu sensem no ne ma kwa komode ade sede ato fom se Ghana ban femwa ebre wonom ensem no pina kono besom se agye mesem ka se bo DLFM 106.9 adwuma kwe ena so yasene
DLFM afrefo ya Quality Association for the DLFM 106.9 edin sema betuja kire se o pese wutie DLFM now sound so ya daddy Lumba ne fan na so pese on join Quality Association na ubetimi aba be join se wo man Ghana mu anampo se wo amanone na pese on form hu na embe join on se ne be ya association ebetimi akona anim se ne na ubetimi afre 0538865393 na fo wa be join Quality Association ne san se omu na pese mo fa odombom se ne be ya daddy Lumba ene FM station ni na mu betimi atie na mode odo anante moto a omoje so ne se moka Quality Association na maje so yemfa odo enante
sanso na meka sa wiai enso yade ehunya ye pabomode na wonsa entimi enka enso na no apomoden niam enkon kan fama na banum so zura ne nyina na yeluma supa ene ye enso ababon ten so Ghana fo nyina wonom ensi ne form kram bomode na wonsa nka bi na emwa na wonso apomoden niam enkon kan efama dwumadie bia wudi abehia enso se ya badintu ase se ya wade se ya yazifani nyina koda Lumba supa mbo ne pes papa emfa so mo hoho akwanya bade magana shenkafo wa onim kia twe unso no traffic asa bo ya twe mboni akopi Lumba supa akachi kotu nso no bi kwa china bosum da so benya sika e de agobotu frempanifo e homa trufo so na di mu nkyeremu 0555 274 757 0555 274 757 and 0577 475 343 0577 475 343 santra ko pie mo dan so ma ne mpotema madam abanya meche etuluma super so ni be oton ne shop no eben Lumba sport esanso ben epetus lenim e wadan so man fere homa trufo iso 0557 349 401 0557 349 401 santra ko pie mo ofa ko ne mpotema ade hya mo amasa man poku asesa permanent ene se dodo an mpotema wate dem fa nyina mani nyina nkɔ kire mam ewo fanko ne shop no ebe sport ewo fanko osan so ben wo hye be ni pe bo ma fa na homatrufo so na ejimu che mama Vic ebe jo so no wadidi nkomo 0500 680783 0500 680783
na me kan fu keje study abroad and travel consult e dia mo bibia na nije won so person kwa manoni enkosua de e wo ye USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany na China mpa na keje study abroad and travel consult Sammy mama so to some visa any mo document na de on betimi aboa na wonsa etimi aka bisa so na admission na awoso wunya e wo ye universities ne so wonsa e betimi aka admission na ombre kra na momo de opese won kona nkoye adwuma wo ye Australia, New Zealand, Malta, Germany, Slovakia, Iceland, and Indonesia so a no musu omubetimi aboa wa hu hia so be certificate bia de hia ne so be ba keje study abroad and travel consult uni omubedi nkomo meche wadwuma ya available na afi so wachi su be bia opesa won konto betimi afre keje study abroad and travel consult 0554 415 742 and 0271 298 175 and 0530 332 180.
And ya numene ya sinkonya basoma wie no edi amege so eye takwade Kwadwo krom twebe wude hye konkron Kwadwo independence Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy bi mene
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa
ye da ya ho ye ba ye de kasebo ne chiri mankasa beto aso e de asomo
na mo atrasi o
Kwaso
kwaso
me se kwaso
ana mse kwaso
kwaso so kwaso e de na do ba ha
me fa fom
nananu hwe obema nananu buofo mbati ya ye gu so te
me azim fa fom ade bi
nananu se de na do be pie ha
nana dedi kan mo atrasi
DL News.
Yamamo akwaba Afrika sebo no enchiremu enien yensha kasebo na sinfiri asre ewa pomodin mu ensensem na Dr. Frank Owusu Sechere acting chief executive officer edi makolebu aban ayala sabia no odikokobo edi ma Ghana adihye momode bogura mu awakolebu aban ayala sabia no ko wia tesene ayala sabia ho no ne ma hodo momode ade sayade na okirem se ha adwenye pa ne senti omotwe omo ho enfenfri sana motuo no ho kram Dr. Den Sammy Adwoa jama oba no ho maden ene santrafo di nkomo e wo mra wo ma maden ekọ nsrahwe ekọ hwehwe dwumedi ahodo omusie ebo ho maden aboa ba bia ahodo a ema no betimi akọ awo so okolebu abanya sabia ho no mo no o chemze dwumedi na konkan pa ya ma ya adoma enche ba dwumedi no wanom ebetimi awie odi sadutudwa endro de na ya dwada eyo benim bosome ne da to so emiensa efempem mienu ene aduonu enum na Dr. Sechere echiremu sem ukopiemu ewokolebu abanya sabia ho no ma se amkese no akronfo bawura ho no ma tese ne copper pipes ahodo mba mmɔden akwawia ekoto no fofofo ma mekasa yalefo edu ba bia wono ma se etumi eya hyepam Dr. Sechere echiremu se mekase no na watwimpo akwawie no mba mmɔden ense ka etumi nipa bia mmɔden akɔchi nipa wobo no ho mmɔden akwawie cables ahodo ewokolebu abanya se mokokoto no fofofo akwadie o chiremu se sana motu anipa bi twei okofa hunyahia ene ohawo ede bre kolebu abanya sabia ne senti Ghana adehia mobo amaden ekwawia kebusa hodo no ebeya munyai kram Dr. Akase chirem se free na ekono wo hwe ne ma hodo a akwemfo kwawia ne bia omuwia hese kopa wa ya ne bia wokohwe ne bo no etume som asaba ne beya 400,000 Ghana cedis tisikam 4 billion papa na koba na koton no beya 50 Ghana pe o chirem se Aisha mama ne sesa na de ne menskabu yi o chirem se hono mi kase no wono muwura ebe wiwe ne manti mama de ne munya visa se de yakono manje bedu baabi no asaba no betuma kire ne pa o chirem se de yakono nya de bebo ne senti wo mbe so pagi se hwi okowura koye kolebu abanya sabia kowura na de no ye chewa waso ebe ya hye pa
nti de ama contracts And I think this is the third or fourth time I alcohol them just to make sure we keep them on their toes. I'm on my 6 months period, but 80% of the work I'm told is completed within 2 months, which means they are going to meet the target at least, or maybe they will meet it before. So this is one of the rounds just to make them know that we are keeping a tab on it. Yeni also and also it be a challenges be Honoma. I think the last time I call her challenges be about some slaps and see say the torso a cause trouble and now say cause trouble. The be honone at say na discuss it. MP chrono ekoso okolebu na to us no your wall no porous into be to me until say you pay attention to see the BC secure, and one of the walls is one of the things that has come up for recommendation. Say now the difficulty in and say wall no your community no maybe a wall no one in so far. Until you see wall now I stop it in so no na a flood the community until ubuhuano mababe buno until say you know more enya enketa ho say no say that be win-win. Until say be see the complete wall no you be na you allow spaces be as you bit me afem so the be M block you more we are aware since you no pese ba until we want to finish that one fast so that we can test the integrity and see BBSA no oxygen. So one of the things in PMP you go when you see oxygen as some kolebu yes kolebu di okwa just say wow the oxygen until yetaba ha no mebehwe say your oxygen plant until 2003 na aban edonate mine has been working now. Be one challenge. Most challenges na electrical power. Bones a monster current be a pass it through na a blow BB. But a basa na as I say either say you be resorted to buying and now say you be use cylinders. Now share oko honum say cylinders no, yeah fairly cylinders no. At the same time no power oxygen co some departments. Now the TN say but could be a power medical block. I come for a sizable chunk of the pipe, no, Makotono scraps. It costs about 400,000 just to get that one fixed. It's almost fixed. Until we just want to bring attention to the fact that oxygen, if we manage it properly, if we are all able to secure the fence and then stop the stealing, there won't be any reason why we can't supply enough oxygen.
Any AOTA acting chief executive officer at the Makolebu Teaching Hospital on the day the Dr. Frank Ogusu Sechenene and AOTA.
Yantua Kasiabone so na Mr. Kisia Jabe on na special prosecutor Eden Sama Betuja say ya Ghana mama na wasi abomodin ani ehemuden ni ede hye ayet memfo na adwum se ne be betimi aboa ne atimi ako ayakata hyehye ne proye sanse so mudi san hyehye egu akwan ma ebe boa ma ya oman Ghana ye mpuntu atimi akonanim ye pa na abra okasa we ye 5th annual constitution aye day public lecture no course so e wan kran pipiri mantem na Mr. Jabe edi tuja say e was office of a special prosecutor na mudi ne hye mamrenim se ne be ya ye fa ahudi no ombetimi abon ban esan se o man Ghana ye wo mra ne dada ye de ko ayakata hyehye ne pro na emu nya de ntinuka ye hunya obi kra na so ne ho bon wakata hyehye ne pro ye ma ye se fa ne court ye ntimi endi ne dwuma sa ne ye se nti o se mra no omo ye bi kan se ne be ya bibia ni na se ye behu se wo ho bon wakata hyehye ne pro ye mu a ye betimi atwe waso ye papa na team na da program ne so ye feel good men suppressing and repressing corruption and state capture in aid of development. Inti no anana ye team na da eye program no mo ye no so na oche se eye kata hyehye ne pro na wo so mo bo mo modin se na be yo betimi asi ano e wo man san se how man ni ye papa e ma ye ntimi entu mpon se ne se san so na oche se wo se aban ne bo modin no nya eye specialized anti-corruption court a judges for mo wonimde e de fa corruption ho sensem ho betimi handle eye cases ni ye pa no ne e de omo akwakototo ano se ne be ya ye hu so ho bon wakata hyehye ne pro ye ma ye betimi the
effect of the existential challenge confronting the OSP is that though the nation collectively acknowledges that we must fight corruption, yet there is also a specter that the flagship agency designed, even if imperfectly, to fight corruption is not needed and should be disbanded. while others actively undermine it and its principal officers. This has translated into a rather curious cycle. First, the outburst of an outcry when the OSP acts, and an outcry when it is seen as not acting. It is as if we do not know what we want. The situation in Ghana now is, and I stated this earlier, we must fight corruption, but we must not fight corruption. That is our state now. It all depends on where we stand in respect of an investigation.
Enia wuti ye Mr. Kisi Ejabenya ono na special prosecutor no chemu say Ghana mama na osi ebo modia ni ehemu din sa ne ebeye ye betimi akon katahyehe ene proye.
Yanto akase ebo no so na ne ye nkwagyina mu a adesua ensensemmum na an education and development consultant opinion ne din Dr. Sammy Adwoa akase ekirem say o man Ghana de so man yantra se andwen ankon kan na bibia de yamanyo se de bedu baabi no sabe ye bedi edokno kwa e wo manyim opani aka se kirem sei ade ba ko a atete pa wo manga nam sese no e ya dusua won sensem ade simpo amanyofo ya tena se ed ne nyina da na amanyosem o kirem se de yakọ no sempanifo an tena se yam se kirem bedu baabi no man ye behuna man pa wo ya dusua mo visa nan se do wani bu nkompo ehwe ne ma hodo a ekosu school ma yemfa ne nyina mfa ma amanyofo visa no matena se e ne mabasam ye school su nyina da akwaje nsrepe ene pataku odi se dutu jama ba no homade ne santrefo kasa na o kirem se ehu behia pa so manga na panifo betena se asin kunwa age adwentato abo ahyehya omanga na adusua won sense visa na sense de ekwe no enkon kan ye kram wakasa kirem se omaya timi bibia ye beye no age de yamanyosem se amfa nyamanyosem a yente ye ho aseda na o kirem se se yetena se na ade bia ye omanga na dia obi abetena kwamwa so na o se ha ya me dia mabai na bani senti de pen e beyo ma bedu baabi no e be pa yagu ye nyina da e pempem wakasa kirem se edum pempen so bi enfempem mienu ni eye edu ensom 2017 ohon ma no perform madan eto nsa de fana kane no no penipo no ena no ohwe oman Ghana adusua oda adusua SM som Dr. Matopoku Prempe ato nsa fra ne se opani bra bo adwuma na beda eye pretentiary curriculum dwuma de omudie no beka hu bi na beboa na adusua sensem enkonkan o se wonya nkrata pe ene nimpa bi efra kane osofo no hwe omanga na humasua so Dr. Matopoku Prempe ka jane se opening onipa abo ne den oni yafa owo opposition tese na National Democratic Congress fuachi oyandisi ni wodi na beka ho san pamono na nya sa mo na o se Ghana ni sa na mote na so kirem se Dr. Opoku Prempe ampene o ka kirem se dabi adusua de school sam so de na adusua so de politics ye de senti wan tiase obo no homade mane bu adwuma wakasa kirem se efri na ekọ Ghana fo nyina ye nkasa amanyofo munyan sa amanyosem na moya mode Ghana adusua so kom na ntese de bedu baabi ne Ghana adusua sensem ebe ye dem ye ho akire e wo manyim.
For once, I will beg citizens to say that there's a point in time in our history that we can all say that this is the right time for us to do things like this and forget about any political ideology. That is what's destroying us. A paper I wrote some time ago, I talked about political identity and political beliefs. And Ghana will be so politicized that if you make a point, it's linked to a political party. I'm a technical person, right? I have had an opportunity to work outside this continent. In 2013, I was called to come and support with a particular project, and I've been doing that since, right? I'm a technical person, I remain a technical person. And we all have to bear that in mind, that there's a point in time that we all have to roll out our sleeves and say, Ghana first, and make sure that what is needed to be done for Ghana to move forward, we do it. So this is a Ghana first, let's do it. You know, I had a call to join this committee, right? And when I had a call, I said, wow, this is an opportunity to make a difference. And people who knows me very well, know other people in the committee, you realize that everybody is committed to make this happen. No political affiliation, no political agenda. It is about Ghana. And the president are very, very clear. His remark that he made at the launch, everybody come on board. Not that we all realize that when it comes to education, right? There's nothing like a politics. I'll give you an example. 2017, I was invited to support the reform of the British curriculum. A couple of days after, some people went and reported to the then minister that he's brought an NDC person, right? And the then minister, that Matthew, made a comment when he called the people who sent a message to him. And that gave me confidence that Ghana is moving forward. He said, in the schools, the children there, they don't want any political jersey or identity. They're just children of Ghana who need to be developed to have the best chances in life and contribute to national development.
Any a woti ye ayo penipa wa ben awa adusian sense metre education and development consultant. Ne den the Dr. Sammy Adwoa nene na ate so wotirem se Ghana de bibia manyosem adusian sempo kroyim ye de manyosem emu kiremu ene ye de asomwe.
Dom kuma mo amrahye jefie edin sama betuja edi ato eye mampani John Dramani Mahama nim so mbomodin na yellow shedding timetable no omomodin no fam betuja sane ebe ya yetememfo ni behu sane omubedi omujuma asiafa esanse kane ahonsam no ha adwinye papa na ya former finance minister Mohammed Amin Adam edin sam tuja ewa abra ya press conference koso na ochemu se state of the nation address o mampani ebe ma ye no ade obeka nsem bebre ka say ye Ghana ye energy sector no he said there was solve bibia ma bibia koso no mo chese de bi nsem a obeka ye de no kra bia enim esanse kane ahonsem ha adwen amanfo business mfie mu no mo bra chese mo hu no mo nyom kra sese no bebre na was so mo kono mo kope generator ekosi o mo shops clinics ni adwumadi o mudi na kwankan ni coast of esanse so mo du presso no emboa obekona wonam ni na asaye ha adwen ye pa sikasam so say ho ayedin nti ade nti na abema kane a ama mo businesses etimi akofom to mampani bomodia na pa bibi efa ye ho na ade nti na abegina omani na anim so ma state of nation address na betwa mo ntro say abandada no ekono omantimi anya hwe amfa energy sector no na wo ana waba na wo ye bibi afa san ntro ya wo twai de bomodia na jai na mompa bibi fire yen kane na esanse amafo bebre na no mo businesses say
the government's handling of the power situation has increased uncertainty about economic growth prospects this year. The promises by the president in his address to the nation to fix the current doomsday cannot be different from those he made during the 4 years of doomsday endured by Ghanaians between the end of 2011 and 2016. Not even the creation of a new ministry of power by him could save the nation from the excruciating effects of doomsday, resulting in the dismissal of then Minister for Power in January 2015. Even in 2016, there were major power interruptions which were blamed on maintenance and what was described as localized faults, a new term for PR stunt intended to cover up doomsday, as the government was avoiding issuing load shedding timetable despite public demands for it because the general elections were close. Yet, the Ghanaian people knew doomsday had not ended because they lived with it and continue to suffer from it. Mr. President, you did not fix doomsday as you claimed in your address. Your record on doomsday is abysmal, unlike your predecessor, Nana Adwoa Agyei, who kept the lights on. As we are back to doomsday in another Mahama term, Ghanaians remember with fear and anxiety the potential devastation this could cause for them and their businesses, especially small businesses like hair salons, welders, dressmakers, and many more who earn their daily bread from these vocations. Many people and businesses have already felt the pinch and the pain of living with the current doomsday.
Ne krakra mu na osato so akasa mampani John Dramani Mahama oman Ghana ye sikasem ni de gina na gina nti jai se oba beka se oman sikasem no esan so oba ye akonya ne so na ya de ye sikasem ekonanim jai de wo kan kwa na sikasem de baby agina na na janya de akonanim anampo se akonachi.
The true state of our nation is that economic growth has rebounded strongly. The external sector is impressive and our resilience towards shocks and external vulnerabilities is at all-time high. This is the true state of our economy. But the president and his government has a different understanding of what a strong economy means. President Mahama again cited the headline inflation of 23.8% and the 19% rate of depreciation of the cedi for 2024 as indicators of a badly managed economy. It's important to provide context to this. Following the COVID-19 and supply shocks globally, prices of food and other essentials increased substantially. Even in the advanced countries, inflation averaged 7%, very high for countries that are used to 1% or less inflation. The causes of this rise in inflation globally were not far-fetched. For example, COVID-19 slowed down the world economy due to lockdowns and the closure of factories and offices, including major port facilities across the world. And this adversely impacted global supply chains. Also, many countries implemented fiscal stimulus to revive economic activity. However, faced with supply constraints, The increased demand resulting from the fiscal stimulus led to higher inflation. To control inflation, the central banks of many countries, led by the advanced economies, resorted to monetary tightening by increasing rates. This led to significant investment reversals from small open economies like Ghana, weakening our currency and fueling the rise in inflation.
Eniya wuti ye former finance minister Mohammed Amin Adam no chemu say mampani John Dramani Mahama wo say man ni mayedin achese sika kra de omanjebi wo honom ana omocha sansama wo kan de nya de omujutu mesansa bandada na ekono oja sika ewo achire
yantu akase wo so yenko piemo ewo court nsensem mum na owura bia wanya mfinhia no aduasa ensia 36 years okwa akopa adwuma ne den ade foster nyako make say okaka aposi fonse to kwakọ da fiase no adwumaden e de aka ho ni nya bo no homaden akwa wi mobile phone our commission on human rights and administrative justice ye twanitia aka ne say charge e wanka bopore matemum na nyako de nam so make say na so ya shipa nyina ne say waje de atum so kwakọ wi Samsung A54 5G mobile phone a ne bo esum 4,999 Ghana cedis ewo phone no ni wura principal administrator the magistrate adwumakuo no na court open report na dwam etoto na no ne den de Basilia Agyei tawia ana wo kirem se krachi awodin de Foster Nyakwen kwadamu abosome mako dumiensa 13 months sa obomodin akogura strategy for penifo akache ewo mra na obi ahwe okwansa obeba ho de toso mienu nso onsa ankwadamu bio enya ne nkwam Enfie mienu so nka no nya adwumaden fanta to efi so ba no homaden asan abokronom na nyako gitum sei anama otu ye no entwe ye ndika court enka be ya nka facha ne pam nanso court otemuafo tena na dwam o kire mu za dabi asem we de ote ase a enye da na chief inspector Daniel Ofoli Apia ono na ye complainant o kire mu se eye Silas eye Jane nyakom ebo maden adebatu dwa e kire mu se eye ehine mebosome ne dana toso aduonu miensa emfempem mienu ni aduonu enamu no ena nyako ekopie mu ewa charge fo akache omo front desk ena okopie mu no obiza omo se na opede wa house me the application by se me pa adwuma aye pa o makache ne senti obaso be hwese ne nkrata asem no aya krado adwuma ne nsa beka ya na anasa ne nsa entimi enka enyem no kopie odika kopie mu charge wonom officer waka bu primantemum wonom eye first floor honom na mna openipa ono oye onom administrator penipa no pie ye pe ena nyako hu se dabi ne Samsung mobile phone a eye A54 5G eye network mobile phone no ne bo som 4,999 Ghana cedis ohun se phone yi da no se number pa adwuma ya na se adwuma no mensa nka na phone da ha dia mama ne nkwakwa ona otam phone de hye ne botom ne America tente herabasa wunua na akrin afidio kwempede wo maden kolopoto asem wei Ade Koma Ministry Police Station ewa hine mebo so mada toso eye aduonu 9 emfempem mienu ni aduonu enan mum na omudidi mu sam bosuma ye afia ewura men eye opepambo so me ne da toso aduasa mekire eye 30th January 2025 ena nyakom omba modern sakwati ni bio ewa Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons oba modern atuma kwakwa wi ade ho bio no business opening na nsa ho sa na ate CCTV camera na bo ho no na che wo se wa wi ade wa hanom de send ehwehwem ne ehunu se kro no abobi ba bi da anase we nkwa ne da dikan a kwa bo kro no ehwe mu anansa ye no kura mpampa ne ampa ni nua ne ampa na che se sa nya kro no na bo no homaden ekwa wi afom ewa charge office na msa esa wo sa na ate sa ye kro mfo de ne yekese de waso ba ya hye panti mekese no wanom kire mu se eye opepambo so de to so aduasa ba ko emfempem mienu ne de nu aduonu num na mo ba de nya akokọ piem na mo hu se na enokura mpa nya akọ kromfo we wi afon asa be bia ne mahodo account and center free na ekono wo ma nya akọ entrance di mini center mekese no o ma hye se nya akọ enkwada afiase de di kan boso ma akọ du miensa so akwawura eye chargefo mpedifo aka so kokọ page na so okoye no oboa de toso mienu nso we wi afon ne bosom 4,999 cedis nti onsan kwadam aboso ma emfia ma akọ mienu no nya adwumaden emfa 20 mekese de nya akọ de ageta mekodo da afiase akoye adwumaden e de twato when is now do a free quarter ba ewie yede mu sensem esom yen etiefo
Yanto akasia bone so enam na shebejani ono wo boligatanga eye central ye Isaac Adongo edin sama betuja chese ye no 1 year pa se eye former finance minister Kenoforiata ye yi ni se omanga na yesika sem so no na embehwe so na bro ni semtrofo atwetwe nkomo na ochemu se Kenoforiata mi bisa wo na nka eba Ghana ye economic stability na ona na ye investment afe eba ne se no omanga na ye deka se esan se nka wo ye finance minister won fimpi mienu ni aduon dunsu nim ekoso fimpi mienu ni aduonu miensa nim ne de ni ehwe nim senka ba bia omanga na yesika sem gina no ke betimi akona nim na emom ankosisa esan se omanga na yesika sem akosuru ye papa eba high inflation ni depreciation na yesidi na ha adwin ye pa eno nam so ema omanga na yetimi kobo obisia ewo IMF eno de kakese aba beto omanga so nti ye niema Kenoforiata Agyei weche di enya kra esan se ye you second for yata de brabaya finance minister FM on no esa se enim so ye investor e de Ghana economic stability no ntinki esika sem de nke betimi akoso ye na emom oba ye de ye hu bibia.
Finance minister. To be honest with you, I'm very surprised that we ended. I'm surprised that this country ended up with such a finance minister. To be honest with you, I'm very surprised that we ended up like that. I'm extremely surprised. A finance minister who, as late as February 2022, was convincing people to give us $3 billion because the economy was robust. February 2022, go and check our last Eurobond issuance. In 8 months' time, this man had written a letter to the same people that will campaign you. He didn't even write to them. We'll call it, is it an open letter or to whom it may concern? You collect people's money and you inform them by to whom it concerns. Press release. If you happen to read it, know that what you are seeing is what I, Kenoforiata, has said. Hey! Don't bring that matter. Let's have our conversation.
106.9. Ne crab no sadi to just say MPP for kaso mampani ba ye no pamo nkrofo bebre e dia free omundwumam na emo mabra mota kunya ne so amofa nkrofo so mo be ye adwuma se sika ni o man nim ti mo hwe anim se sika ben ane efense ye mfentia san nkrofo yi kanti de mampani ye ne de ne kwan so anu no.
The true state of the economy is not conjecture, it's not lying. It's about what the numbers say. And then you get up and say that His Excellency, by stopping your recklessness, he is a terminator. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a ruthless terminator. He should go to National Service Authority and ask them. He terminated ghosts at National Service. He terminated National Cathedral. Or they have forgotten that His Excellency terminated renting private jets. In fact, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama terminated a non-existent CEO that was running a port that doesn't exist. So yes, he's a terminator. So he is a terminator of Yentriya Yeka, terminator of default in payment and declaring bankruptcy. He has terminated that. Look, if the people were so properly employed, we will be employing people, Ghanaians. We will end up employing more than the people who have been asked to go home.
Eni auti ye Isaac Adongo ono no ye Boligatanga Central MP.
Ye ni ejina we so ada ye ho akwaje ya boafo adwaton de ye ba kasebode aka echebekin kan ni nyina e de asomo.
Makwantu ohunsam eye medadwen nanso meyensam tronenti menya adaje ye hwehwemu ekohu Sunday Sam's consult na wonum nti ende metimi ba menya brani adaje ekenkan ye eye investigations about womo ana mehu se wo apply for visa assistance a emfeli efri se wonum ewo track records madansi die nie ma menintrel Sunday Sam's consult edi Britia webi ebeje wo visa amawo se wo United Kingdom, Canada, Dubai, Poland, Croatia, Nafe Kradia, Serbia, any Greece in so abeka ho work permit ethetri. Ma menchire wo mo etchire kwan. Sunday Sam's consult ewo Ofanko barrier, Asofan, our Bay Wise Park Hotel, ewo Asofan New Station honomo. Phone number 0244 291546. Email address nso samuel626@gmail.com. Yeti ehudi enti, we connect dreams with opportunities. Emanenye wadwendwen, frɛ wonom na nso bedi adanse media.
Yamamo wakwaba afia kenkan mwadwen chiri mi fama moe ewo Facebook no eso we efi piaga ncha na ochire mi sem Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama de oni ade fufuru bia de Ghana fonti ebeya muntum na kwa na ba moto ye no masem kokuru mutiri ne kura baba Mahama oboase ene ochire mi say Ghana mampani enti watena kura yi mu ama Hajj village no eno ne hia wo de ba be ka Ghana 24 hour economy ne ho Emma Ghana for akwaso ehuna mane ana na o kyerem se ndi se manyo kwedie o mass kame Ghana youth no papa okrum ha emu awrempam we so every delic item o kyerem so here live Eddie free in Krakan no kyerem se good afternoon yenso ye ma good afternoon senior Kofi Parliament o kyerem se let's together and move Ghana forward Ghana yala yenze DLFM news live pa ne mo de sa no manam o here live Eddie free aguna bobi kuma apa ena ode ebayada se pa Kofi Parliament we na Ghana ye gina we so na ka se boya bunu kom se pone mum obi mo se memfa anwum we ma Ghana politicians no yenti anwum yi Sika sa ote ye mo se free na ko mo ni obi ani agro wa beji mi amudi dia bo bejewo enti we latest ones aba ye de ma politicians no we are kase bone se mufo no ye maze mebe entwi ne se mo ede ema yakofite de ekopie mu Facebook no so akenkan fo so ye mienu ede ameje so ye takwade kodwokrom tweba wudi shikonkron Kwadwo Independence Day in Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy mene
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa
yes also ema radio mu ya santoa ebetena se envivri mu hima a kire mu hima nana Adwoa Sikin ne mpamfo ene mbe de pa ni se bo modern na makasa fidie no Enquires na DLFM 106.9 yeso de Adwoa Sikin betena se na odidi a wadwumadie no atoa so ade aso mu nyina mo ene tia adehye
Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules as well. And money me nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amama nya yam timotete wo mo no. Yedro no manumbi amama de me ho. Give us core capsules. Mrs. Moye ding. Give us core capsules. I give it to you, baby. You give it to me. Oh, yeah. Hey. Give us amen ni jia bebusia mu papa. Na bema ka give us P capsules. And ni give us core capsules. Nom dia na enije ni ahoden no wa brudo